Alright everybody, welcome to today's video. Hopefully you're doing well. Moving through order of operations and a little bit more challenging problems if you haven't seen these before. So this is a kind of a multi-layered problem is the best way to put it. These are basically a fraction that you're finding out, and fractions are dividing, and so let's not be intimidated by them. So let's go ahead and move into them. Let's talk about some of the things that you'll see, some of the practices you need to do in doing these problems, and we'll just walk right through them. Now, if you feel confident in this, I would suggest pausing the video, trying these problems out yourself, and see if you can do them before I do them. And then you can kind of check as I'm doing the problems and see if you get it right. Okay, I'm gonna move this back this way just a little bit. All right. So, biggest thing is that we have problems that have variables in them, and for these particular problems, we are given those variables, and so when we are given a variable and it says x equals or y equals or whatever letter equals, we need to plug in that number. So, plug in this number to x, just like so, 9, and put parentheses around your 4 when they're kind of like this, so that you remember that you need to multiply. It's not 94. Okay, now there's a few things that I wanted to talk about. For this particular problem, well, for these particular problems, at least these two, you have a top, which is your numerator, and your denominator on the bottom. Okay? If you're doing your order of operations, the top is not going to affect the bottom just yet, and so you could do the top and then you can do the bottom. They will come to a point where you're going to need to use them both to solve the problem. All right. Our goal right now, just if I don't think I've said it, is that we're actually trying to get a number. We're trying to get a single number of these problems. So I actually have two different kinds of multiplication here, but I also have parentheses. Okay, so let's move into, you can do parentheses first, but if I did 9 times 4, it's not going to affect the bottom just yet. So just so you know. So I could do, so 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, so it'd be, and 9 times 4. I could have done that problem right there, so 9 times 4, but we'll just kind of stick with the order. Okay, so now I have 36 divided by 18. Okay, so 36 divided by 18. If you don't know, put it into a calculator. Okay, it's actually very simple on that one. 36 divided by 18 is 2. Okay, don't be intimidated by the fractions. All right. Let's move into this next problem here. So we have 8 equals y, and so I'm going to go 10, and I'm going to plug in my 8, plus 1, and then plug in my 8 again for this y, plus 1. Okay, so there you go. Set up our problem, got the problem ready to go for us. Now we just walk through our order of operations. And once again, the top is not going to affect the bottom just yet, but it's always good practice to solve each line in the order that we give you. So, well, parentheses, none, exponents, none. Then what? Multiply, divide, add, subtract. Okay, well, I just pulled a Dora and hopefully the camera would talk to me, but couldn't hear anybody, so we're just going to keep moving on here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this. 10 times 8, so that would be 80. Okay, now once again, I could do 8 plus 1. Okay, I could do that. I'm going to just put it over here for right now. So now I have 8 plus 1, 80 plus 1, so it's 81. Divided by 9, okay, so 9 times 9 is 81, so that would be 9. All right. Okay, well, let's move into this last problem here. So y equals 4. Okay, plugged it in for my y. See how all three of those are equal to each other? Now, so we're going back through parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract, PEMDAS. But remember, we're changing it up a little bit, and so when we get into more problems, we'll talk about it some more. For right now, we're going through exponents first. All right, then our last step here is just 13. And so I'll circle my answer, get my single answer there. All right, hopefully these were pretty simple. If they are not, go through them again. All right, it's always good to try it again. Okay, write the problems down, flip the paper over, do the problem again. All right, hopefully we'll see you in the next video.